Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy Now here today, back with a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys how I think the MLB season is going for NileTalks Season 1, Episode number 3. Today, I'm going to pull up the standings just to kind of help me, kind of summarize or think of like what I was going to say. But I'll basically go through a rundown of teams that I think will be making the playoffs and who I think won't be making the playoffs and who I think will be winning the World Series this year. Of course, it's all early and stuff, so there's still plenty of like season left to go, but it's kind of weird because there's many teams that are good and many teams that are bad. For instance, I'm not saying the Minnesota Twins are good, but they're doing way better than they did last year, and I believe they have a shot this year of making the playoffs. Probably not the World Series, but I think they have a shot at making the playoffs this year. They're only 10-10. If you look at the Central Division, it's really close for the first four, and then Kansas City is just kind of done, but they're 4.5 games back. With Detroit's 11-8, Chicago's 1 game behind them at 10-9, Cleveland's 10-9, 1 game behind them, and the Twins are 1.5 games behind them, and they're in 4th. If you look at other teams that are in 4th, Tampa Bay is behind Baltimore by 3.5 games. Texas is behind Houston by 5.5 games. In the National League, there's 5.5 games, and I thought that said a 6. It says 3. There's 3 games and then a 6.5 games. So literally, it's like so close, and it's crazy to think that for some reason, and I don't really know why. There's other teams that are doing good. Baltimore, Detroit, Houston is really good. Washington, Chicago Cubs, and Rockies. So they're all leading their respective divisions. So I mean, it's really early in the year, so there's still plenty of game and season left. But I'm just showing you guys it like right now what I personally think. So as you guys can see, I'm just gonna show you guys kind of what the standings look like. You can't really see it, but just kind of looking on the score. That's where I look for all my sports stuff and crap. So I'm just kind of looking, see teams like San Francisco, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Kansas City. Toronto's they're doing better, but they really were stinking up a joint. And then Seattle, they're all in last place in their conference. And here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to, for right now, tell you guys who I think who's winning their division right now, who I think is going to, out of those, who I think will be in last place by the end of the year. Meaning, if the Twins were number 1 and, in the division right now, I would maybe predict that they'd be in last place out of all the other 5 people that are number 1. So I'll tell you guys that, and then, same from last place to first place, that kind of stuff. So let's start with the AL East division. So Baltimore to Baltimore. Baltimore I think will make the playoffs. I don't know really what their record will be. It's kind of hard to say their record. Like NFL, I can say the record's easier. If they win 138 games, then it's 32 or I don't even know the math. So it's just kind of weird. So personally, I think Baltimore will make the playoffs pretty easily, or not pretty easily. I think they'll win their division. Detroit is 11-8. I think they'll be fine. I think they'll win their division. Or our division, I'll say if they'll win their division. I'll actually predict what place they'll be in. So Baltimore, I'll say Baltimore will be 2nd, and then behind a team that I'll tell you later. Detroit, I think they'll be in 2nd. Houston is leading their division right now. I think they'll be in 1st. They're pretty good. They got Oakland, Angels, Texas, and Seattle, who's all struggling right now. Washington, I would personally put them at 1st. Chicago Cubs, I would put them at 3rd. That may be surprising. And then in the NL West, I would put Colorado in 2nd. So in the NL West, actually, 14-7 and 14-8 are the top 2. Now, personally, out of all those people that are in 1st, I personally think the Colorado Rockies will be the team out of all of them if there was to be in last place by the end of the year. I don't know why, to be honest, because Chicago, they're good. They won the World Series last year for the first time in 108 years, but I don't really know, but personally I would probably just say that for right now. And then the team that's in last place right now, so here are the teams in last place: Atlanta, Pittsburgh, San Francisco, Seattle, Kansas City, and Toronto. Out of all those teams, I'll just go through them. Toronto, I think they'll be 1st. Now, that sounds crazy because they're 6-14 and Baltimore is 13-6. That's what I was saying earlier. I think Baltimore will be in 2nd by the Blue Jays by just a game. The Blue Jays are good. They're just injured right now. Once they get back healthy in a week or 2, they'll be really well and good. They made it to the ALCS last year against the Indians and ended up losing, so they did pretty well, but it's kind of weird how it works. Personally, out of all those, I think Toronto Toronto, will be in first. Kansas City, I can see them being third or fourth in the Central Division, just because the Twins and the Indians are in the Central Division. When I'm done with this, I'll tell you guys how I think the orders will go. Seattle, there's really no hope for them. They used to be really good. They had Felix Hernandez. They still do and stuff. They're just not as good anymore. And Atlanta, they were horrible last year. They're not doing that well this year. I think they can be finished in third. Pittsburgh, I feel like they can do a lot better, but they're in a tough division. Milwaukee's hot right now, especially Eric Thames. Cincinnati's good right now, and St. Louis is good right now, and Chicago is good right now. But I would say Pittsburgh will be at least in fourth. I'd probably put Milwaukee in last at the end of that, and then San Francisco I think will be in. I think they'll be in last. I don't know 100%, but I feel like they'd be in last just because there's Seattle, they had Tim Lincecum. Now they still do. He's just not in his prime anymore, like Felix Hernandez too. Those were like their main weapons. Yes, just show you guys quickly, if you couldn't tell, it's kind of that. And now let's go into the division, basically, and tell you guys who I think will win the World Series, and then I'll just wrap up the video for you guys here today. Just like a quick video, kind of like showing my thoughts. So anyways, how I think it will go is I think the Tigers will be coming in, Tigers will be coming in first place in the division. The Twins will be coming in second place, and probably 5 games or so back from Detroit. And then the Indians will be about a half game to a game back from the Twins in third place. I think Kansas City will be in fourth place. They're pretty good. They're just not off to a good start. Like I said, it's early in the year. There's still like 140 more games, so they could possibly go 140-0, and stuff like that. So it's just kind of weird how it is right now. Then I would have, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I would have Chicago White Sox. Sorry, I had a burp there. I think probably, I'm sorry guys, I'm having burping issues right now. Probably in last place just because they're not as good. They used to be kind of good, but they're not as good right now. They're hanging out there with Kansas City, so I don't really know. Who I think will make the playoffs, I'll tell you, I think it would be Houston, Minnesota, Detroit, Baltimore, Toronto for the American League. National League, Washington, Miami, Chicago, Colorado, and Arizona. Those are the teams that I think will make the playoffs. Now, I could totally be wrong. I don't know how the seeding will work, but out of the American League, I think the Twins will make it to the World Series. I'm just kidding, guys. It's just a prank. I personally, out of all those teams, think that Detroit will make it to the World Series. They're good right now. I think they'll make it to the World Series from the American side. Them or the them or the Orioles, it'll be in the ALCS. I think Detroit will win 3-1 in the series. And then in the National League, that's a tough decision. Probably right now I'd say Washington, to be completely honest with you. Detroit versus Washington in the World Series, just because, they're kind of good right now. They're hot. Bryce Harper's good. They got all these good players. Detroit's good. Miguel Cabrera's not that good anymore, but they have a lot of younger players that are good too. So that's just kind of my prediction for the World Series and my MLB season so far. I don't want to make it as long as the NBA one because that was crazy long, and I think I've got a majority of my stuff right, but not all of them. So we will revisit that at the end of the playoffs. See how well I did, and then I'll give myself a grade, and so I could just be like a predictionist. And I'll do the same thing for MLB, just because you guys would probably be wondering why or how good I did, because I do pretty well. So you guys will see that probably after the MLB season. So it probably won't be till October, November if my channel's still up, which I hope it probably will be. I don't know if there's some that I have to end for or anything like that. So I just wanted to make a quick video on that so you guys had an idea. Like I said, it's my personal views. Your views could be completely different. So if I offended anyone, I don't think I did. Sorry about that. Like I said, it kind of sounds weird because I kind of said that the Twins will win the World Series, or not the. Yeah, I can kiss that goodbye. It'll be the Twins. I feel like are going to be the Cubs, but they're never going to win a World Series again. But they're good. Like the Timberwolves, they're good. Well, the Timberwolves aren't as good, but They got a lot of young talent, like Wiggins, Towns, Rubio. He's not that young actually, but just a lot of good talent that is gonna help in like a year. I bet you next year they make the playoffs. The year after that, they can even win the championship. I don't know, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. As always, remember to like this video, comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. Like I said, it was just kind of like a quick video I wanted to do for you guys. If you have any NileTalks suggestions, comment down below. Hashtag NileTalks, hashtag my top 5. I know you'll get a shout out if you have a channel. Link that in the description. If you don't, that's totally fine. Don't worry about that. And yeah, like I said, thank you for watching. As always, remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out. Like I said, remember to keep watching my videos and comment suggestions for a shout out. If you don't have a YouTube channel, just show you regularly. Talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out, boys. I forgot to say, I hope you have a great day and hope you have a great day for the rest of your lives. I'm Now Every Day. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out. Like I said, I really want to get more cooler vlogs, so I'm going to try to go places when I vlog and just make it more entertaining. These videos aren't entertaining, but they're videos I wanted to do, so I'll talk to you guys in the next video because this is my channel and I can pick the videos that I want to do. Talk to you guys in the next video.